and there was absolutely no countdown. Gotta love it. Gotta learn something new every day. I just learned that it doesn't automatically go live for you like I thought it did. And I just realized where my actual countdown timer was. So, lessons learned. So, how is everybody tonight out there in the chat? We have, everything's just going to fall down now. We have Robin. Hey, Robin. Billy Bird. Charles Deering. I saw Mark Lindsay out there somewhere.
Russ Meadows.
That creepy Harneal Media guy and Russ Meadows. Welcome, everybody. Platform is going to take a little bit of a change. I think I'm going to take this a little more seriously than what I was in the very beginning. So the platform is going to change a little bit. On Friday nights, we're going to go live between 9 and 10. From 9 to 10. And for the most part, it'll be just me and Steve on here. And every once in a while, we will have a guest on here. It's no offense to anybody else. It's my brain. I work with Steve. Steve and I have been in business for many years together. So we are in these hangouts literally every day, sometimes 20 hours a day. And I'm very, very comfortable talking to Steve. And right now, I sound like somebody that has nothing wrong with me. But you start putting people in here or people around me, and I get where I stutter. I can't talk. I have all kinds of weird issues. See, I'm already having a hand issue thing going on here. So it's going to make it more comfortable for me to do it this way. So what we're going to do is Friday nights when we come on, I will that ladder is doing some weird shit in my head. I will update you on what I got done that week in here and where we're moving forward, what we're planning on doing. But the one thing that we've decided to do is give. We're going to give to people in need that have disabilities. We're going to give away a lot of stuff. It's just, can't explain why I'm doing it. It's just what I'm doing. My family and Steve thought I was crazy at first, and now they're all on board. I'm going to do certain things like let me step back 1 second. So Friday nights we'll come on at 9 till 10, maybe run a little later if the topic is hot. We'll update you on what's happening that week, what I've done, anything that's coming up that we know of that we can share, future projects. And then on Saturdays, we're going to do a Saturday project live hangout. We will allow people to come on and be part of the StreamYard hangout here with us. If it comes to a point where we have more people than we do spaces, then we will do it on a first come, first serve basis until it becomes the same people every time and we don't get anybody new. Then we'll do it on a lottery basis. I want to make it fair to everybody. And on those Saturdays, you can do whatever project you want to do. Some of these Saturdays, we're going to have projects for you to do with us if you choose to. So those will be I just lost my thought that quick.
You were talking about the Saturday.
Good. Proud of myself.
You were talking about the Saturday show and projects that we will have people doing with us.
Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to do is I am going to create some little small projects that anybody can do. Handicapped people, abled people, anybody. If you just want to do it, just something to play around with, hang with us. And, you know, if they're going to be stupid little things like little popsicle stick cabins or a popsicle stick Eiffel Tower, And we're going to spend a few hours on a Saturday afternoon. We're going to build these projects. And at the end of it, we're going to show everybody what we came up with. And we'll all have fun, have a laugh, and we'll all vote on who made the best one, and I'll give them something. So the other way that I'm going to do things, and when I say I'm not excluding Steve. It's just my brain. I say I say you a lot of times when I'm meaning everybody, and you just have to understand my brain's not quite. I'm not quite as with it as I may sound on here in 30 minutes to an hour, if that makes sense. This entire process for this live to happen right here literally started at 10 o'clock this morning, and it has taken me this long to be here. So if that helps out. So the other thing that I'm going to do is, and when we do these little contests, that's exactly what it is. We're going to do some elaborate ones. And when we get into those, I will literally make up kits. And I will, when I announce the contest, we will post a list of materials you'll need for the project, and we'll also offer a kit for the project that will include everything you need to do it. Oh, poof.
How will they get the kits is something you need to discuss there.
Oh, the kits will be on our website, and any proceeds above our costs will go into our fund that we use to help people. Now that I've said that, I'm going to let everybody know that we've already reached out and we're able to help one person. We sent them some exercise bands so that hopefully they can get stronger and move forward. Hopefully it helps. We're going to help as many people as we possibly can. And out of respect for these people that we help, I'm not going to tell you every time we help somebody who that person is. You'll just have to take our word for it that we did it. If that person chooses to come forward and acknowledge that we did, that's totally fine too. But we're not going to throw anybody under the bus. So now that I've put that up there, let's talk about the second phase of that. And I'm going to run this across the bottom of this screen down here. If you know anybody with a disability, and I'm not trying to be discriminative against able-bodied people that have needs, I understand that, but that just has to be some other organization that takes care of that. I specifically want people that have challenges that maybe they can't find a specific thing they need to make this one particular event easier, or maybe it doesn't exist. And either way, I would like to talk to these people, and if it's something that exists, if it's within our capability, we'll do everything within our power to help them obtain it. If it doesn't exist, then I will do everything within my scrambled egg to create something to make their life better. That is my goal. That is my mission. That's where this is headed. That's what Mule Scooters is for. I will end up making a scooter that will kick every other scooter's ass. And I put it on a shirt. I'm that confident. What I do with him. Okay. So tomorrow, if you're here tonight, or you happen to see this tonight, before tomorrow's project hangout, if you know who Diesel is, and if anytime tomorrow during the live you can spot the baby Diesel, we will give you a choice of one of 3 blankets. This is 50 by 60, I believe. Is that not right? Is that right,
Yes.
Steve?
Yeah, it's 50 by 60 throw
Okay.
blanket.
This is one of them. That's the other one. And that's the third one. We will give you your choice of one of the blankets from our website. So, that being said, tomorrow it's going to be really hard. I'm going to tell you that right now. There's only just a handful of you here, and that's basically a $40 value I'm going to throw out there. So it's going to be hard. You're really going to have to look. You've got to know who Diesel is, and you got to know what Diesel is before you'll ever have a chance of finding him. So this week, if you happen to follow along in the social media, you saw this. That is a look of pure disappointment when I used my camera for a mirror and realized that my nose was still there. It hit me so hard I thought it took my nose off my face. That is another issue. I took my bandsaw off of its normal stand and lowered it down, but it is still too high and it puts the table too close to my face. I had another blade snap right after that. You can't make this shit up. You can't see it on here. It hit right beside it on the outside right here, and I could look up my nostril and see the blade. When that happened, it popped a inventive idea into my head that will be one of our projects. That if you're going to follow our projects and do our little fun time projects, you might want to build this because it will be a tool that will help you build your little crafts. So I think the way we said we were going to do this right is every 100 subscribers, we will do a larger contest with bigger prizes.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm talking about doing now, this is probably another month out yet, but when we do, I hope it's not a month. When we do the log cabin project or the cabin project, we haven't figured out exactly everything on that. Just to give you an example of what kind of prizes will be available. This is just one of them. It's a win toolkit, rotary toolkit. This will be like, I don't know, a second place prize, more than likely. Just to give you an idea of what we're talking about doing. I don't see anybody in the chat but Robin. Oh, there's Billy.
Yeah, Billy's talking. Mark had to go for dinner. He'll be back.
You do and clean it up. Nah. Well, I just ran out of stuff to say. So without further ado, let me do it this way. And this is what I had in mind. Okay, so this is the image that everybody is used to seeing of me, correct? So I don't know who the Facebook user is.
I don't know either. They haven't mentioned.
Are you not watching Facebook?
Yeah, nobody's said anything in Facebook.
I can almost, I will about, not 100%, but I'll about guarantee from that emoji that might be somebody really personal to me that's really close to me that lives here. But anyway, this is what you're used to seeing of me. Boys pads are good for those. Okay, we're not going to go south with all this. This is the image you're used to seeing with me. This is the light after 2 weeks. This has been 2 weeks because I did not do a live last week. It doesn't seem as bright as it did earlier. I guess I got used to it. So we're going to make you sick and take you on a little journey here and show you. Let's start right there. So the upper cabinets and you'll see it when it comes around here. The upper cabinets are complete all the way around, and there is, I'll back up and show you that, but it is complete all the way around and around the corner down there. Now I want you to take a view of what you see from here, because in the next 2 weeks this will look totally different. Let's see how far I can go with this cord and make everybody sick while I'm doing it. All right, that's about it. So around there is the door going in the house, a little bit of a brick wall, a row of windows. Around that side's another window and a door that goes out, and then there's another window for the cabinet. And what I was saying, look, there's actually a little chase built up in there, and that chase is going to have LED lights running all the way around it. So let me run into everything while I try to turn this around to give you a glimpse back at what the ceiling is. Now there's a track that goes across the room, and there's a track coming from the far end of the room coming down the length of the room. You'll see in the future what that track is for. You didn't see that good earlier, so I guess I better come in over here. This is what the ceiling is looking like. Now you get an idea. But anyway, there's a track there that actually is like a barn door track. There's one of the trolleys right there. And on the outside of all of that will be a quarter inch by quarter inch lip that I will be building. I'm so sorry. I will be building. What the hell did I just say?
The quarter inch by quarter inch lip around the track.
There'll be a track on the outside as well, and I'll be building camera arms and mic arms that will go the full length of the room or crossways. And ultimately, what this track system is going to be in the system in the ceiling up here, ultimately, I've designed a rig in my head that will allow me to go all the way around this room and through this room suspended. So I'm going to use my climbing gear from when I was a rock climber and build this system up here. And I'm going to walk around this room, damn it. May not be on my own, but I will be able to stand up every once in a while and remember what it's like to be vertical. I'm sorry, I'm trying to look at the comments over here.
Yeah, Robin's saying, wow, you did all that. Very impressive.
Well, I want y'all to keep in mind it's not as impressive as you think it is. Because if you remember, in all my last lives and hangouts that I've been on, there was a pile of material behind me and stuff stacked up against these cabinets back here. That was stuff that took me like a month and a half, 2 months to cut up and rip, which was all the components to make all this up here. So everything already being cut, some of it just needed to be cut to length. That's not that impressive to take 2 weeks to do what I did up there. But the fact that I can't walk and I have the disabilities I have and I did it, I'm proud of myself. I don't want that to be conceited, but I mean, I'm proud of myself.
You should be.
So tomorrow's hangout, workshop hangout, whatever project hangout day, I am going to build a hot wire system for cutting foam that will work on my bench here so that I can take, let's see. Look right up there is a piece of memory foam. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a piece of 2-inch memory foam up there. And what it is I have a queen size 2-inch thick queen size memory foam pad that I cut up. When I originally started this project, I was going to upholster everything in here that I could possibly hit with padded material, with that memory foam and like leather. And I finally decided that I needed to just man up and take the lumps and bumps. And, you know, I can sit here and look at the nicks and different things in here and remember, oh, yeah, that's when I knocked myself out and spent 3 days in the hospital. And that one right there, if I'd have had teeth, would have took all of them. There's even a gash. I don't even know how the gash got there.
Your memory foam.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to take these panels that are up above me in the ceiling. It's 1/4-inch Luan is what it is. Tomorrow during our live hangout, I'm going to build a hot wire system that I can use on the workbench here and set my height of it to where I can cut. I'm going to try 1/2 or 1/4 inch and see what that looks like, maybe 1/2 inch. And I'm going to cut this 1/2 inch foam, or cut this foam down and add it to these panels. And then I'm more than likely going to pull a Robin and go to a dollar store somewhere and get cheap white towels and stretch over top of them and tack to the back. So when they get nasty, I can take them down, throw them away, and go buy more cheap towels. We have another Facebook user. I don't know who it is, but hello. If you are on Facebook or if you are on YouTube in Russ Meadows, I'm going to throw you under the bus. You need to go and however you got in here, if you'll go and look, right up above it is a thing that says you have to give StreamYard permission to show us who you are, unless you just want to stay anonymous. Otherwise, you just end up being a Facebook user, and I don't know who you are because I can't. Oh, it's Poppy. Marv, not Martin.
Mervin.
Well, hey, you got to give me credit. At least I got close.
Yeah, you did.
You ought to take that as a big win, man, because I'm horrible with names, and for me to get that close was good.
Hi, Mervin.
Robin, I will have to go back and see all your comments because I lose my train of thought every time I try to read the comments over there. I just have to. That's what Steve's doing. I guess if there's anything important I need to know, you can bring it up.
Yeah, I will.
Otherwise, I guess everybody needs to know that. If there's something important, Steve will let me know if it's referring to something we need to talk about. If not, I will read all of your comments later, and I appreciate every one of them. But my brain can't process too many scenarios at once. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you too many inputs.
Yeah, it's what are they? Sensory overload is what they call it. I see a hi Jerry Blakesley, but I don't know who that is.
It just says Facebook user, probably Poppy.
Well, now you got me wanting to go look. Can't go look. Can't get distracted. See, I've already got distracted. Again, I'm sorry if we don't know who you are. If you haven't given StreamYard permission. Oh.
So and the fact that
it's still Merv, right?
Yeah, that would be my guess. He's depending on where he's watching, because the link was shared so many different places. He could be watching from a number of different places, so he may not show up in the normal Facebook chat.
I did click it to link the StreamYard permission to it, so no matter where it got shared, it should still have been right up above it.
Okay, yeah, it depends on which link he's using to watch the show.
Robin's saying, yeah, Merv, I'm saying that wrong. You need to go over to YouTube. You can keep Robin company and Russ Meadows. And
Charlie is still out there listening.
Charlie's here watching. And if you have suggestions of prizes you think would be good prizes for contests, shoot me a message. shoot Steve a message. Doesn't mean that's what we're going to pick. I mean, you can't go like pick some $1,000 saw you want. That's just, let me tell you that's not going to happen. Now, I will promise you, if we get to 100,000 subscribers, we will do a contest, and I'll give away a cabinet saw. The prizes are going to stay very, very minimal until there's some kind of income to help that, because I'm on a very, very fixed income, and there's nobody supporting this.
And
now that I said that, on our website, we have several links to donate, whether it be donate to the cause, which would be just a general fund of whoever we find in need, or we have, or if it's not up yet, it will be. We have, hey John S. We
hey
have.
John.
We will have a link to donate if you want to help donate to buy prizes.
Yeah, I haven't added one for that, but I will add. And I'm putting a link
there, so because I'm trying to remember it, it's in front of you.
I'm putting up the link right now in the YouTube for. Give me just 1 second here for the donation page on our website.
If you could send that to me, I could have sent it to all of them at one time.
Yeah, I didn't think that far ahead.
Not me either. This is, and that's something else I want to bring up. Every week, you'll see more and more progress in here. And as that progress comes, there will be better camera angles, better lighting, better sound. Everything will just get better as time goes on. That being said, I want everybody to remember, I do have a lot of serious health conditions, and I could get zapped tomorrow morning and not get out of that bed for 3 weeks. I never know. So you have to keep that in mind. If something happens to me and I can't do a show or I'm not around, Steve will let everybody know.
Yes.
I've kind of been MIA from social media and everything for the last 2 weeks because I've been concentrating really hard on trying to get this done in here. I can't move forward with my goal for this if I can't. I can get this done. So this room has to get done. As soon as this room gets done, there's a metal building out here that needs the floor completely replaced in it. I'm going to tackle that, and you're going to go with me. As soon as that's done, I'm in the process now of getting things worked out to get my truck back on the road so it can be used to haul stuff back here. And we're going to collect up what's left of my stuff that we can get a hold of, and we are going to turn that into another workshop out there. Once everything is here, I'm going to venture into things like I'm going to build a gasifier. If you don't know what a gasifier is, you'll have to wait till we do it, or you're more than welcome to Google it. Or go to my Jerry's Machines YouTube channel, and there's a couple of really from like 2005 videos in there that kind of talks about gasifiers and gasification. But I'm going to build the gasifier for that building out there to do 3 things. I want that gasifier to be able to run one of the big generators we have to power that building. I want it for heat this winter, and I want it to create all the hot water that I want for anything that I want. That hot water will also be piped back over here to help heat this room that has no heat that I'm in now. Hi, Miss Shay. Thank you for coming.
Also, John C. is here.
Hey, John. My voice is going, dude. I'm starting to sound like Amanda. For those of you that don't know, Amanda's been really bad sick for the past week, well, she's been struggling for the last couple months, but in the last week, her voice has kind of gone out and she's real squeaky right now and raw. And I feel like that's where I'm headed. For those that know me personally, oh, and if you don't know who Amanda is, that's my daughter. And since I've not literally been out of the house in a pregnancy term, there's no way I got it out there. It was brought to me, but I love her. I'll take anything she brings. Oh, to the people that know me, that hang out together, as soon as this live ends and after every live when it ends, we will share the StreamYard link so everybody can come in and hang out. I am going to set up, now that being said, I'm going to set up one chat group. So if you want to be part of the hangout after the show, you need to let me or Steve know so we can add you to that chat group, because that's the only place I'm going to post the link. Tonight's different. We'll do it like we always do. But after tonight, we're going to post the link to our hangouts after the show in that one chat group. There he is.
All right.
Russ is going to make it to the show. So everybody that thought they weren't going to be able to make it to the show is being able to go. That's awesome. I'm happy to hear that. And it sounds to me like there's going to be a few people that have never actually got to meet in person that are actually going to be able to look each other in the eyeball. That's awesome. I keep you right here. You want to look eyeball to eyeball. We just get in a hangout and just do one of these things. All right. So does anybody have any questions for me? And Shay, I'm going to throw you under the bus. I love Shay to death. I'm not going to throw her all the way under the bus. Or I'm going to throw her under the bus. I'm just not going to back up. She has been amazing in helping me get. I don't know how you word that. Back on my wheels. How do you say that? Because when you get back on your feet, people kind of understand that. Well, I'm not back on my feet, and I don't want anybody thinking I'm walking now. But anyway, my neck and my back and my left side had been bothering me so bad. It was getting really hard for me to move and getting almost impossible for me to get in and out of my bed by myself. And with her help over the last 2 weeks, I've been able to, again, be able to shower by myself and get in and out of bed by myself and take care of myself again. So, Shay, I love you to death.
Yep. And Herb has joined us.
What's up, Herbie? Herb, if you just joined in, I'm going to repeat what I just said. And for anybody else, we will be doing hangouts after the shows on Friday. Hold on one moment. Okay, sorry. Tonight we'll get the link out to the hangout after the show, how we normally been doing it. But if after tonight, if you want to be a part of the hangouts after the show, you need to let me or Steve know in Messenger so we can add you to a group chat, because that will be the only place we will post the after show link. Now, is there any questions?
The only question we have is from Robin. She asked, what did she do? That's medical information.
Yeah, that's, no offense, Robin, but that's something I'm not going to put out here. I mean, Shay's across the country from me, so it's not like she came and doctored me or anything, but I will say this: it was advice, and we'll leave it at that. I honestly think that with my drive, my determination, Shay's knowledge, and willingness to help, I believe by this time next year, I'll be able to walk across this room by myself. Maybe with a cane, but my other package is here. Well, I kind of need it because I've already sewed the one. I don't like this dead air. We got a lot of dead air happening here.
Sorry.
I don't know what else to say. See, it doesn't have to be a full hour long show.
Yeah, and we pretty much covered.
I think that's what we need to do. I think that's the way I'm going to leave this. I don't like shows with a lot of dead air. So if I don't have anything to say, we don't need to be here. If people don't have questions, we don't need to be here. So I think that's the way we'll run the show. We'll start it at 9:00 on Friday nights, and we will run as late as 10:00, 1 hour. If it's a really good heated conversation, maybe we'll continue a little bit longer, but no more than an hour and a half. But hours where I'd like to stay. And if my updates and what I have to say don't take a whole hour, then we'll say what we got to say and head on out.
Charlie says, "Here's to the journey."
Thank you, Charlie. We're getting it. We're getting it out. We're getting Amazon's live. This was one of the other prizes that I had gotten. Well, you can see what it is in front right there, right?
Yep.
Let's open it. Let's open it. I only want to open it because I want to show it to you. Well, they're not getting these anyway, so I don't know what difference it makes. I'm not going to ship these damn things out from here. I'll just order them a new one.
Right.
And that's what will happen, guys. I'm going to show you here what the prize is, and then I'll have the prize shipped to you directly. And then after I acquire these prizes and I use them and I have too many, then I'll start offering for little weird, fine little diesel. You can have one of my old things. I like this thing when I saw it online. This thing is not much bigger than a fat marker. And every one of my cabled units, I don't like that tug from the cable. Right? So I thought this would be really, really nice to try.
Now, is that rotary or engraving?
No, it's rotary. It's a rotary tool.
I thought it was. You didn't tell people that, and I wasn't sure.
Yeah, it's a rotary tool. So now I'll go ahead and say this much. If you're going to follow along with the little build that we'll start here in about a month to get you ready for our little cabin builds and stuff, this tool will be one of the tools that's required. This will be the power. This will be what will power your little mini plant, is what I'm going to call it. Little mini processing plant. And it is variable speed. It's got the on and off is the variable speed too, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I mean, it is. And it comes with the little saw blades and all of that crap. So, there's your saw blade already. And this thing was really, really cheap. I'm sitting here telling you I'm giving it away as a prize and telling you how cheap it is. But, it's low voltage, but it does come with a power pack. This is a horrible unboxing. Oh, crap. Should I do that? I tell them I buy the prize to show them what they can win, and then we turn around and do a unboxing video.
Uh-huh. And tell people how cheap it is.
Yeah, and who cares? Who cares? If you don't want to join the contest, don't join the contest. If you don't want my crappy little prizes, go away. Um, this is really light, really, really light. My that one stylus for my or pen for my Surface Pro is heavier than this thing.
Yeah, and it looks like it fits comfortably in the hand for
I
doing
mean,
simple.
apparently I have big hands, but I mean, it does. It fits my hand really well. I mean, I think I could actually use an engraver on it, or I think I could write with it.
Right. Yeah, I got that was the impression I got. You could actually use that at a slower speed and actually write with it.
Yeah.
Fairly comfortably.
Yeah. So, as you can tell, the theme of one of our first bigger contests will be rotary tools. And nothing sponsored. Nobody's helping me. I'm paying for this stuff. So, we have 14 people watching. No real questions.
No,
Oh,
people were
Charlie
asking
just,
about
okay,
it.
sorry. Charlie just, I see that. Okay, let me do this again. How about that? Is that better? Thank you, Charlie. Okay, let's get it back out. All right. Since I showed it on the little itty bitty screen and didn't think about it, this is the other one. I don't think we really need to open it up. I think we can see from the pictures what's in there. It is a hangable flex shaft rotary tool, variable speed, comes with all the standard little junk tools. You definitely have to go buy better tools, but you can do some amazing things with the cheap little tools that come with it. This one's got the little saw blades and the different tools that you'll need for your little mini processing plant if you're going to follow along. And then the power supply. And I'm really impressed. I got to look, but this got a really, really long cord on it. There's a long cord on the power supply part. And then the tool itself has a really long part before it ever plugs in. So since my system here will have all low voltage in it anyway, what I will do is just do away with all of this, take the connection cord, fix it around, change it to where I will just plug in my rotary tool right to my bench. I won't have to worry about the power tool. But here we go. Here's the rotary tool. Hold it the right way. Ergonomically grips. Variable speed on and off.
It's a nice little tool.
I feel like I'm doing an infomercial. I have big ideas for a lot of things. And I guess I'm going to go ahead and say what we talked about before we get out of here. We'll just leave them with that because it's probably going to have a few of them stirring anyway. I don't know how to put this politically correct. And I don't know how to put it where I'm not discriminating against anybody. My first and foremost problem is I have a TBI. My second major underlying problem was a stroke. Actually, a couple of them. And then my third underlying major problem is the severe colitis. And then from there, we just break it down to cluster headaches, seizures, tics, you name it. I can't talk about other disabilities that I don't know about. I have mental disabilities, which would probably be at the very top of this list because they were there first. In recent events, I've come to realize that this journey is not going to head down the highway that I want to ride on. I want to take the scenic route. If I try to follow the journey of what's wrong with me now, mental health, and everything that I'm doing, the mental health is going to win every time, and that's going to be what it's all about. And that is not what my journey is about. And I'm not discriminating against anybody with that. I am somebody that suffers with that. It doesn't do me good. And you have to understand that. What I'm saying is, when I get into full on discussions with people about what's wrong with me, then I disappear for weeks at a time. Nobody's really seen me in the last 2 weeks. So for my own sanity, I need to leave that subject alone. And I want to focus more on challenging people and inspiring people that have physical disabilities. But I want everybody to feel welcome. You don't have to have a disability to be here. If you come here, it already proves you have a disability, so you're welcome.
Billy said he just hit road work and the road noise is awful, so he's taking off.
Be safe, Billy. So I hope everybody understands. I can't make this channel about every single disability out there, because I don't know about all of them. And there's some that I have that it's not going to do me any good to talk to you about it, because I won't be here half the time. So let's focus on the positive things. I want to help people. I want to give away stuff. I want to make people laugh. I want people to be able to come here on a Saturday, laugh, have fun, and forget about their problems in the world just for a little bit. And I think I've said all I needed to say. You think of anything else?
That covers just about everything we were talking about needing to cover on this first show.
Now, I'm not going to, I do want to say, I'm not saying that I'm never talking about mental health, or I'm not talking about any other disabilities, because one thing we do want to do here on Friday nights, when we get a little more organized, is we want to have a segment on here where we discuss new technologies or new innovations that may be in science that may be helping mental illness or some kind of disability. We want to bring those things to light. We want to discuss those things. So I'm not saying we're never talking about them. I'm just saying, for my own sanity, I can't have my whole show be about mental health. I just can't.
Poppy said, "Very good, very well said, Jerry. Keep the chin up."
Thank you. I'm trying, and I will get better at this. It's just a lot. I mean, I'm in the middle of a mess of what I got going on, and I'm in a mess in my head, and I'm trying to start a new mess. So it'll all come together. You just bear with us. And we have made it to 48 minutes. We still have
Yes,
14
we have.
people watching. That up there said we have 1 thumbs up on Facebook. Oh, it was Amanda. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool that it tells me that. Oh, this is cool. It tells me where people are watching. There's 11 people watching here, 2 people watching from the group, and one person watching from the page.
Yeah, I believe I'm on the page.
There you go. Does anybody have any questions about anything I've said tonight? Did I hurt anybody's feelings? Did I make anybody mad?
Yes, Poppy. It will definitely take time, and we're definitely willing.
I'm determined. You people have no idea. Stick around. You will be totally amazed at some of the crap you're going to see me do over the next year. I promise you. I promise you this. You're either going to be amazed, or I'm going to be dead trying. Not for your particular satisfaction. It means I just tried to death. But and I don't see that happening. But
No.
it will be an amazing journey. It's just all of this and my nervousness, and I'm not 100% sure. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, man. That we will all be amazed. Um, you're a liar. You're never amazed at anything I do.
Yeah, and her first comment was, "Y'all really have no idea."
Y'all have really, yeah, because she knows what's coming up. The gasifier alone, people don't seem to understand. That's using the plasma cutter and um, pipe threader and the welder and all that. But I will tell you this, a lot of this, when I get started into a lot of these huger projects, huger, is that a word? Larger projects, the kids are going to help me. Chase is going to, because I'm not ready to take that step of trying to use the plasma cutter and the welder in the chair yet. And that is more for a safety aspect of a fire or damaging my chair from a piece of slag. You know what I mean? I've seen slag from welding and torches and plasma cutters that have caused some devastating damage. So Chase is going to do that stuff. I don't know. Chase, have you ever used a plasma cutter?
Yes. A refresher course would be nice.
Okay. He said he had in school. Chase did take a course for welding and stuff like that. So he says he has a couple of times, but a refresher course would be nice. And Amanda's over there going, ooh, 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 I have. She was not thrilled about it the day I made her do it, but after she did it, she wanted to play with it all the time. After the fact.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, after the fact, she went and took a class on it. So one last thing I want to mention is I feel the need to say this for my own. I don't know what the word is, so I'm just going to say it. I want everybody to understand my kids don't live here. They're just always here. But they don't live here. They always go home every day, but they're pretty much here from the time they get off of work till they're going to crash. And I ain't going to lie, every once in a while I get up and they're still here, but they don't live here. And the only reason that I feel the need to make that clear is because of my disability. I don't want that to get misconstrued because my kids are always here when I'm on and we talk about my kids in the house and here. I can't function without my kids. So yes, they clean the house, they do the laundry, they do the dishes, they cook for me, they do all that stuff. But they have their own address, their own house, their own. And honestly, if it weren't for the whole disability situation, we probably wouldn't live like we live. But that's how we have to live. If y'all do your part and share this and bring more people in, share. Maybe I can get YouTube to start paying me enough that I don't care. And then maybe I can really open up the camera and you can really see my day-to-day life and how hard I do try. I don't think it's going to do me good for my disability or medically or any other reason right now to show you me trying to get on a step ladder and face planting into the counter back there. I don't mind you seeing it, but I don't need that out there. You know what I'm saying? But if I didn't have to be in a position I'm in right now, shit, I'd share that with you in a heartbeat. Because it teaches you one thing, my determination. I'm not going to stop. And if you've known me for any length of time, all you can do is laugh at that because you know damn good and well that's true. I'm not going to stop.
When you're ready to start showing that, let me know so I can get a blindfold.
Well, you already seen a lot of it.
That's why I said.
Hell, you see me over here waving my leg with like a flag, and then the day I went down over there where I smacked my head, almost knocked myself out, and he's trying to talk to me, and in my mind I was talking to him, but he said it wasn't words. No, yeah, it would have helped let him turn that light off. So, but anyway, there we go. 54 minutes. We almost made it.
Yep. It was a good first or good show, and we're getting things started, and we'll be back. Well, we'll be back tomorrow.
Yep, we'll be back tomorrow for I don't know. I had the name for it when we started this, but I don't know what they're calling it now.
The hot wire.
No, well, the Hangout workshop or
Hangout. Yeah.
Project Hangout. There you go.
Project Hangout.
That way you can do, and some weekends, some Saturdays, those project hangouts are going to be an actual project that we'll do together if you're so inclined, and we'll post those a week in advance so you know. And if it's going to be a bigger one where we have kits available, you'll know that at least a month in advance. So this is all, I mean, I have a scrambled brain. So for me to try to communicate to you in an hour what's going on, it doesn't come out very well, and I understand that. Steve and I, like I said, I'm very, very comfortable with him, and he has learned to pull things out of my brain that I'm fuzzy about. My daughter's the same way. They just get me and they understand me, and it makes me be able to be a little more creative, because the gaps that I can't close for them, they're able to jump over, if that makes sense. So this also happens to be another reason why I am so successful right now at moving forward, is because I have an amazing support team behind me. The more this gets shared out, the bigger this channel gets, the more I get to talking to you, and the more time we have to get a little more organized in the background. This will have structure. We will be helping people on a regular basis. We will be having contests on a regular basis. And we will be having project Saturdays where you can just go, project hangouts where you just come in and hang out, talk, do your own project, clean your house. I don't care what you do. Those probably will not stay up on YouTube. We'll have to see what that does to the analytics, but at least you can be there and have fun. Steve, anything you want to say?
Just thank you everyone for coming, and I'm looking forward to where this is headed.
Charlie, I'm not ignoring you. I just now saw your question. And let me get beyond where I am now and get to that stage. Once we get to that stage, you'll do it. I'll have you doing it.
Did I miss a question?
About the...
Oh, okay.
Amanda, you would like to add to anything? Chase? They weren't here for most of the show. That's how supportive they are. No, they went and got stuff for me. They went and picked up stuff for me. Okay.
Thank you, Mervyn.
Thank you. I guess we will call this a wrap, and we will send out the link.
Yep.
You didn't. You said you had a few designs under your belt that you wanted to do out of metal, and all I was telling you is when the time gets there, if it's something I can do to help you, it'll happen, is what I meant to say. I think I just, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
We will, if you want the link to this StreamYard to hang out for a little while after we end this, message me or Steve, and we will send you the link. Hope everybody has an amazing weekend. Have a great week. Be safe. Be kind. And I have a challenge for you this week. Between now and next Friday, I want you to see if you can capture on film, in either a video or a picture, a random act of kindness. And we will talk about that next Friday. Everybody have a great week.
Good night, all.